Got it.
Falling down.
Mm-hmm. We're on. There we are. 11, 13. Oop, Mike's watching us. Hi, Mike. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Linda. Hi, Louis. Oh, Louis Arami. Been a while. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Don. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Jean. Hi, Kathleen. You having a problem now?
Yes.
Okay. 30. There you go.
Oops. How do I keep?
On the day I was born, the nurses all gathered round, and they gazed in wide wonder at the joy they had found. The head nurse spoke up, said, "Leave this one alone." She could tell right away that I was bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad, bad, bad to the bone. I broke 1,000 hearts before I met you. I'll break 1,000 more, baby, before I am through. I wanna be yours, pretty baby, yours and yours alone. I'm here to tell you, honey, that I'm bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad, bad, bad to the bone. I make a rich woman beg, and I make a good woman steal.
All right. So that is a perfect opening for this afternoon to our pre-meeting meeting. Because tonight
Be rogue. We be rogue.
we are dubbed Rogue by Henry Garrido of DC 37. Woohoo! So for those of you who are not familiar, so Michelle and I have had our inboxes lit up with messages today from DC 37 saying, because he's putting this message out, "Dear DC 37 members and activists, it has come to our attention that a rogue organization, has been sending incorrect information about members and retirees losing their health insurance. Nothing could be further from the truth! Exclamation point. The proposed economic agreement has significant raises. I guess 3% is significant in his book, especially when inflation is pushing 9% and everything is expensive, and he thinks that is significant. So he's trying to bribe his people, basically, you know, just ratify this contract with a $3,000 sign-on bonus and a 3% a year raise. Has significant raises, including retroactive pay, a $3,000 sign-on bonus, allows for the expansion of flexible work schedules, which is still only a pilot project and a committee to complete it. It's not actually a done deal. And establishes a child care trust fund for our membership, all while maintaining premium-free health care for municipal workers. There's your key, municipal workers. We retirees are not municipal workers, but what he's also not, actually, he's gone rogue. He's lying to his own people because it may maintain premium free, but he's watered down the shit out of it, eliminated all choices, and this affects current retirees and future retirees alike. So let's get into this. And first of all, you got your sign?
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't me. It was these three idiots, Harry, Henry, and Michael, and all the other whatever sheep that are following their bullshit these days. So let's get into this. DC 37 has an economic agreement waiting to be ratified. Number five. Number 5 says health insurance, continuation of premium-free health plans provided by the MLC health agreement. Again, which one, Henry? Come on, which one? Which MLC agreement is giving active municipal workers premium-free healthcare? And what about retirees, Henry? Which agreement? Is it the 2018 agreement, or are you negotiating a new MLC agreement? Because every one of those has a freaking number on the year that you've negotiated. So which one is it? And is it protecting municipal workers and selling off retirees? Come on, you could tell them the truth, because we heard that meeting last night, Henry. So let's get into the next part. So we talked about number 5. Don't ratify that contract, DC 37, unless you know what number 5 means, because you are, how did my thumb go up? Did you see my thumb? Holy cow. I got Victor's ghost giving me and it disappeared. Oh my God. The spirits are in the room. Holy shit, did you just see that? Okay, that's really strange. The MLC agreement is going to, the MLC had a meeting yesterday, and in their meeting, the leadership of the MLC, Harry, Henry, Michael, had a meeting with the Aetna salespeople to sell them, you know, their latest piece of garbage. Anyway, what they said to all of the union presidents is, this cleans out all plans. It eliminates all healthcare plans other than the Aetna Medicare Advantage
And HIP VIP.
and HIP VIP. And HIP VIP is only in how many boroughs or counties?
8 counties.
And so if you're not in 8 counties of New York, guess what? You only got one plan. And so what the Aetna representative told the union presidents in yesterday's meeting was, if you do not choose Medicare Advantage, Aetna, and you are not eligible to get HIP VIP, you are shit out of luck. You have to waive your city health plans, opt out of the city plan, and you are on your own, not only for your supplemental, but you also lose your access to Medicare B reimbursement and your IRMA if you qualify. Now, how is this concerning, especially for people who live outside of 4 states in our country? New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Maine. If you are in not one of those 4 states, then you have a problem, because those 4 states allow you to enroll in a Medigap plan at any time during the year, not just during open enrollment, and they do not require pre-existing medical exams for pre-existing conditions, which when you're disabled and you're ill or older, you have all of those. So this then creates a problem, because if you do get into a Medigap plan after a pre-existing screening, you will probably pay a high premium. And depending where you live, municipal or rural, You will end up paying a high premium for your Medigap, plus you will now be absorbing the full cost of your Medicare B premium. So the city and the MLC, well, the MLC is allowing the city to call the shots on this, because Harry's comments yesterday was when a union representative said, hey, well, since you're saying that this plan is so great, then if it's so great, just offer senior care as an option. And then if it's so great, people would just go into it. Why don't we do that? And Harry said, well, that's not what the city wants. They want to go Medicare Advantage. So that's what we're going to do. Really? So I think he basically gave up his union man card, because he should really kick that in at this point, because I think he doesn't understand that labor should be fighting to protect labor. What labor leader just capitulates to management? I have absolutely no idea.
And I guess, you know, retirees over 65 don't count anymore.
No, but they did say they represented us, remember, in our first lawsuit. We represent them through their unions, so we could screw them if we want to. So active workers hear this message, right? Henry's putting out this email to you guys saying we're a rogue organization. No, we're not rogue. We caught them violating the law. We sued, we won, they appealed, we won again. And then they tried to scare the bejesus out of city council to change the law that they broke, to get around the decision, because they made a really lousy deal in 2014. And they put that 2014 MLC agreement into your last agreement, into your last unit agreement. Go into every single one of your unit agreements. You will see a 2014 or 2018 MLC health savings agreement. Go right now and go look. They're all up on OLR's website. We are not lying. We are not rogue. We are not rogue rumps. We're not lying to you. We're not dishonest to you. We're not misinforming you. We are absolutely telling you the truth, because 2 courts and 6 judges and the city council would not have helped protect us from 2 crazy rogue union leaders. Well, actually 3, Harry, Henry, and Michael, the 3 stooges on my wall, from doing this to us. So we want you to understand, you ratify that contract, DC 37, you are selling off your healthcare and ours. And I don't care how often Henry says it, unless you find out what's in number 5. You gave up everybody. And don't be blinded by the Benjamins. Look for those dollar signs. Where is he giving up healthcare? Because right now, as of yesterday, Harry, Henry, and Michael voted to eliminate all healthcare plans, push this bill to the full MLC committee for a full vote to get their way. And what were they advocating for? Elimination of all healthcare plans, forcing a retiree into the Aetna Medicare Advantage plan, or giving them the only option of HIP VIP, and weaponizing, misleading the judge's decision that came in our case that said that the judge had only said that we had to give you 1 premium-free plan. The judge never said that. Never said that, because that question was never before Judge Lyle Frank. So what did the judge say? He basically said, this is not to say that the city must pay the full cost of health insurance up to the HIP HMO rate. And as long as the city offers plans that are under the premium of HIP HMO, the city has to pay for them. So the city didn't want to pay for health insurance. How did Harry, Henry, and Michael help the city not pay for health care? Kill the plans, because they couldn't change the law that they broke, and we won our lawsuit on. Did I miss anything?
No, I think you got it.
Okay. You want to just finish the song and end the day, and I'll see you at 8?
Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Wasn't me either. It was them, Harry, Henry, and Michael. So they want to keep telling you, we've been asking you to fact check the shit out of us for the last 2 years. Right?
Right. And again, you know, you don't, I get it. You know, it sounds great. You guys haven't had a raise and all that. That's great. But, you know, you're going to be retired. You may get hurt. You may, you know, you may be disabled. You may be a widow, you know, but again, this is all you're going to be left with. Okay. So, you know, we're all in this predicament now. You will be in this predicament at some point, sooner or later. So, you know, read your contracts, find out what is being given away.
And the key here is he's been attacking me personally and our organization instead of the issue, because if he could have attacked the issue and called us a bunch of liars on specific points that we've made, he would have done it. In 2 years, not one of these men could actually fact check or put out something against one of our fact points. Not one. Not one point, not one time ever. And we have begged them. We even sent out how many emails to the unions asking them to fact check the hell out of us. We were doing fact check Friday and putting out a different couple of facts every Friday. Nothing came back. And here's the other ugly. They allowed Aetna to come into that meeting yesterday. And we understand Claire Levitt was monitoring that meeting with Aetna. To tell the retirees, to tell the active union members, the union presidents, that this is what they were going to do. And they had no issues. It was totally fine. And then there was some anarchy in the steering committee. The steering committee didn't get a full steering vote. It was running 8-7 from what we understand to table a motion not to bring this to a vote to the MLC on Thursday. And because Henry and Michael were losing the vote and the others that were voting were picking up steam, it was an 8-7 vote to table the vote. They started calling other union leaders that weren't present to get them in. They got one other person to come in and then it tied 8-8. Then they pulled some parliamentary fugazi bullshit in and got Harry Nispoli to come and break the tie. I'm using your word, girl. To pull in some fugazi parliamentary bullshit to break a tie. So that it was 9-8 and push the vote to next Thursday. On the contingency that Aetna answer all the 100 questions that were in the chat by all the union leaders by Monday night. So they're going to get them Monday night at close of business. They're going to give them Tuesday and Wednesday. How much time are they going to give them to vet all that information and fact check the shit out of it? And they still don't have the Aetna contract. Allowed Aetna to be in this meeting to talk about the Aetna plan and badmouth senior care and Medicare without telling the full, complete truth. So this would be, like I said before, going into a Ford dealership and having someone say, hey, how wonderful my Ford is and your Chevy trucks are garbage. And yet not giving Chevy the opportunity to defend itself or fact check Ford. They should have had Medicare and Emblem in the room to fact check everything that was coming out of Aetna's mouth. And I bet you they wouldn't have said half the shit that they did.
Sell them a Ford Pinto.
Or a Yugo. So that's what I got. Active workers, please listen to us. You could fact check the hell out of everything we say. We fact check ourselves on our Facebook page. Please go and look on our website. We have all of our documents, all of our links. There's links in our documents that lead you to factual sites like Kaiser Family Foundation, all of our CDC, Health and Human Services Office of the Inspector General, New York Times articles where they did in-depth investigations into the fraudulent practices of Medicare Advantage. And then they keep wanting to say, but this is a custom plan. We made this just for you. This is special. It's not like the Joe Namath plan on TV. Well, it kind of isn't, but it kind of is. It's still a Medicare Advantage plan. And what it does is it puts up roadblocks between your care and your doctor and your insurance. And it allows your insurance company to tell you what care you will receive and not your doctor. And then Michael thought he would fix it and put this panel in place of MLC people, OLR people, and the insurance company to review the delays and denials of care. So great, I could just see this. Today, they're gonna go, oh, Marianne needs a CAT scan. That's that rogue pain in the ass, let's deny. So now we have to worry about privacy issues of our information going to the MLC? Hell no. So stick with traditional Medicare. Our argument has always been give us the option for premium-free traditional Medicare. A retiree on senior care costs the city the least amount of money. We do not cost what they cost. They cost the city the most amount of money. They were just doing this to us because we do not have union representation.
So just don't worry. We will see these guys in court.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
I know.
Just take a breath, be calm. We will see them in court.
And we'll see you guys. Are we done? Are we good? I'll end with the song and then,
Yeah.
so we will see you guys at 8 o'clock. And I think this has probably got to be our song, right? I guess. I don't know.
I make an old woman blush, and I make a young girl squeal. I wanna be yours, pretty baby, yours and yours alone. I'm here to tell you, honey, bad. Bad. Bad to the bone.
See you later, guys.
Ay.